Now the moment you all have been waiting for. Who's ready to meet the drivers for TCR Esports? Starting with the number 4 Zyn nicotine pouches, Chevrolet Camaro, racing with Warhorse Racing. Returning from season 1, the driver comes out of Bayfield, Colorado, Jackson Sibley. Your next driver driving the number 5 NOS Energy Chevrolet Camaro, representing Warhorse Racing out of Varysburg, New York. Your returning season 1 driver, Travis Neiman. Starting in the number 8 Rebel Racing Network Chevrolet Camaro, racing for Warhorse Racing, the owner of Bird Wraps Designs out of Red Lion, Pennsylvania, Hunter Geyer. Starting in the number 12, Elemental Keepers Discord Chevrolet Camaro, one of your league admins out of Manistee, Michigan, Ryan Mack. Your next driver representing the Revolution Motorsports, driving the number 18 Discount Tire Toyota Supra. He is your 2025 Season 1 Nashville Super Speedway winner out of Jacksonville, Alabama, Michael Carter. Driving the number 19 Michelob Ultra Ford Mustang, representing Lucky Dog Motorsports. Your 2025 Season 1 TCR 150 runner-up and league owner out of German Valley, Illinois, Dakota Dennis. In the number 20 Easy Go Chevrolet Camaro, coming from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Dave Stinson. This driver is representing the TCR Esports community and starting in the number 21 Slim Jim Ford Mustang, your returning driver from season 1 out of Salem, Ohio, Thomas Adams. Racing the number 27 Milwaukee Ford Mustang, representing Door to Door Racing out of Gulfport, Mississippi, Michael Hill. Starting in the number 46 Featherlight Trailer Chevrolet Camaro, representing Lucky Dog Motorsports out of Bright, Indiana, Ray Polking. Racing the number 47 J&D Trucking Ford Mustang, your 4-time 2025 TCR race winner, Lee Hemby. Racing the number 48 Bird Wraps Design Chevrolet Camaro out of Temecula, Florida. 2026 TCR Esports rookie, James Whitehead. Driving the number 53 car, the Toyota Supra, representing Warhorse Racing out of Cooperville, Washington, Craig Peterson. A 2026 TCR Esports rookie, starting in the number 60 Google Chrome Ford Mustang, racing for Door to Door Racing out of Gibraltar, Michigan, Tristan Haynes. Representing the TCR Esports community and starting in the number 61 Ford Mustang, your returning driver out of Victoria, British Columbia, Nolan Perry. In the Cowboys Classic number 72 Ford Mustang, it's your league admin out of Sacramento, California, Hugh Escobar. Driving the number 87 Autocrafters Chevrolet Camaro, representing Lucky Dog Motorsports out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Craybill. In the number 88 car, representing Trackstar Motorsports in the Trackstar and Bird Wraps Designs Chevrolet Camaro out of Graham, Texas, Colton, the North Texas Nightmare, Kenny. Running the 91 Nutter Butter Chevrolet Camaro out of Tehachapi, California, Paul Escobar. Your 2025 TCR Season 1 champion and 6-time race winner, representing Revolution Motorsports. Running the number 94 Bowden Enterprises Toyota Supra, out of Lanesboro, Pennsylvania, Adam Bowton, driving the number 97 Chevrolet Camaro, representing Trackstar Motorsports. He's from Hickory, North Carolina, Jason Rochelle. Starting in the number 99 Ride Waitz Ford Mustang, your league co-founder out of Altamonte Springs, Florida, representing Castle Motorsports, Marcus De La Garza. In the Team 204, number 204 Hams Beer Toyota Supra, out of Port Charlotte, Florida, your returning driver, Ryan Canberra. And now, for your 2026 TCR Esports support staff lineup. In the booth, you have your lead broadcaster and owner of Rebel Racing Network, out of Hertford, North Carolina, Austin Householder. And controlling the flag stand for this season, in race control, owner of 213 Simware, Anthony Ludi. And last but not least, we want to thank you all for tuning in and to remember this season.
All right, and we are back currently on track for qualifying live. Look here at Hugh Escobar getting ready to lay down his first lap. He is a little bit late to the party tonight. Only him, his brother his son Paul Escobar and Travis Neiman on track right now. But time has wound down here in qualifying. We have to get to our Oorah Flyovers opening ceremonies. At this time, please stand as you were able. Remove your hats, place your hands over your hearts, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem. All right, folks, and we are back. Big thank you to Oorah Flyovers for providing those opening ceremonies tonight using Microsoft Flight Simulator and some clips from iRacing. Make sure you guys go check them out on Facebook. If you're a league owner, a broadcaster, or just a racer in a league who wants to bring something extra to your broadcast, please reach out to them on Facebook. They can custom make any flyover you would like for just about any series and any NASCAR track. But we are going to get a live look here at our starting lineup here tonight as the drivers make their way to their cars on pit road. Starting on the pole will be the number 94 of Adam Bowton. Jay Craybill will be rolling off to his outside in second, driving the number 87. James Whitehead will be starting third in the 48. Ray Polking will be rolling off fourth, driving the number 46. Lee Hamby will be starting fifth, driving the number 47. Hunter Geyer will roll off sixth, driving the number 8. Jackson Sibley will be starting seventh, driving the number 4. Travis Neiman will start eighth, driving the number 5. In ninth will be Craig Peterson, driving the number 53. Dave Stinson will roll off 10th, driving the number 20. In 11th will be Colton Kinney, driving the number 88. to his outside. And 12th will be Thomas Adams driving the number 21. And in 13th will be the 27 of Mike Hill. Paul Escobar will roll off 14th in the 91 car. In 15th will be Joseph Miller driving the number 16. Dakota Dennis will roll off 16th driving the number 19. In 17th is Hugh Escobar driving that number 72. Marcus De La Garza will roll off 18th driving the number 99. In 19th will be Nolan Perry driving the number 61. Ryan Mack will start 20th driving the number 12. And rounding out your field in 21st will be the number 97 of Jason Rochelle. And Jason Rochelle has already got some fans in the chat. We are glad to have y'all here. Some Lee Hamby fans as well. So they are making their ways through turns 3 and 4. The pace truck is going to dive off, and we're getting ready to get this one underway, folks. And the green flag is out, and we are off and racing. Justin Davis entering the chat saying his money is on Lee Hamby, but it is Adam Boughton that is going to lead them down into turn 1. Being pushed by the 48 of James Whitehead. That bottom line got going there on that initial start. And Squadron A saying let's go door to door, and Warhorse Racing. We see James Whitehead. He tried to jump to that outside line, getting a run on Adam Boughton, but that's going to open up that door for that 47 of Lee Hamby to come charging on that inside line. He is trying to link up with Adam Boughton now. It looks like that 4 of Jackson Sibley trying to join Hamby and Boughton on that bottom line and get another run there. The 87 of Jay Craybill trying to link up with James Whitehead, but they just cannot get the energy going on that top line. You see Lee Hamby poking that nose up high. He might be thinking about trying to make a move for the lead here. Oh, the 5 of Travis Neiman was out of shape there. He's in the outside wall. He is able to keep his car straight, but he is going to lose a lot of ground, down 10 positions after contact with that outside wall. And that looked like a hard hit, folks. I'd be worried about a little bit of a steering issue out of that 5 car. Remember, there are no quick repairs here tonight. So if there is an issue, he is going to have to stop on pit road and wait to get that repaired. And going back to the front here, Lee Hamby running just a little bit higher than Adam Boughton. Not making his move yet, but he is thinking about it. And James Whitehead could sure use some more help up top. Jay Crable has joined him. They had Ray Polking behind him, but Ray Polking has dropped back to 9th here. Looks like Polking is trying to play it safe here. Once again, this track races like a super speedway, but it is built like a mile and a half. And these are tight spaces for these high speeds and this drafting. All it takes is one mistake and you could ruin your night as well as half the field. Adam Boughton still in control of this one. And for the first 8 laps here, it looks like a lot of follow the leader. But we've got Hunter Geyer trying to join that line on the outside. Only 3 cars in that line. Not really going to get the energy to be able to get up there and compete. But as this race goes on, I think we're going to see that high line become the preferred line. It's a little bit easier on the tires. And we've already got 9 laps of green flag racing under our belt. And checking in with our Daytona winner, Dakota Dennis. He currently sits back there in 12th. He's gained 4 positions from where he started. I spoke to him earlier this week, and he is looking to steal another one. He went winless through season 1 here at Third Coast. Started off season 2 with a bang, with a win at Daytona, and he's looking to steal another drafting track win. We are going to check in with a fan favorite, Thomas Adams, not having the start that he wanted to this race. He has lost 9 positions and has also lost that draft. Currently sitting about 5 seconds back from the leader. He is going to need a caution to get back into this one. And he needs it soon, otherwise he is going to run the risk of falling a lap down here. So back up to the front. I talked about some drivers looking to go to the high side as this one went on. It looks like Mike Hill's going to join them on that high line as well. And now 13 laps into this one, and I think it is time for a creative castle. Crank it up. So we will head down to the track. All right, and we are back, still 2x2. But look out, we've got a hard charger in the making here. It looks like Dakota Dennis in that 19 car. Now up to 9th. He's going to crack the top 10 for the first time tonight. Keep your eye on him. And some 3 wide racing up there up front. Looks like Hunter Geyer got a nose in between James Whitehead and Jackson Sibley there. He's going to smartly back out there. No reason to push this early on. Only 17 laps in the books out of the scheduled 90 here tonight. And make sure you guys stay tuned because we do have a special announcement for the Rebel Racing Network coming to you guys shortly throughout this race. And now we're starting to see that high line really develop. 5 cars looking to join the pack. Dakota Dennis wants to charge on that high line. That bottom line still appears to be the quicker way around. We spoke to a couple of drivers here in the practice session. They said once they get in that draft and they get about 5 to 10 laps on these tires, they have to start burping the gas, letting off just a little bit into the corner so they don't lose control. Tire wear could definitely play a factor in this one, especially if it goes green. So now we've seen that top line break up. Dakota Dennis, one of the drivers, he's going to move down to the bottom line. Looks like he's just going to wait for a better opportunity to try and advance his position. There's Mike Hill getting out of shape. He's loose up against the outside wall. I'm not sure if he made contact, but definitely going to cost him some speed as he's going to drop back to 14th now. Looks like Dakota Dennis as well as Ryan Mack going to get by him. Here comes Hugh Escobar as well. And we were... And looking back towards the front, Adam Boughton still leading the pack. Lee Hamby still looking for an opportunity to try and go by. 25 laps in the books, which means we are about halfway through this pit window. A lot of clean racing. We've seen a few slip-ups, but everyone able to keep those cars straight and the shiny side up. This could get interesting if we do get some green flag pit stops. Remember, guys, here at Echo Park, the entrance to pit road is at the end of the backstretch going into turn 3. I think the real question that's got to be on everyone's mind is, when do I pit? That pit window going to be between lap 45 and 53 for these drivers. So a pretty broad pit window compared to what we saw at Daytona. Adam Boughton in that 94 car probably going to have to pit a little bit early. just because he is up front and in the draft, he's got to keep that pedal to the floor to be able to keep pace. I am checking in. Michael Carter, Adam Boughton's teammate over there at RMS Racing, is a scratch tonight. He did not make the field. Not sure what happened there. Oh, trouble. The 5 of Travis Neiman spins. He's going to hit the inside wall and some heavy front end damage to that 5. I think that might have destroyed his engine. That looks like that's going to end his night tonight. We're going to go back, take a look, see what happened here, folks. You see him out here all by himself. Oh, Dakota Dennis getting in the outside wall, and I think Travis Neiman got some help from behind there. Follow along from our drone view. It looked like there might have been a checkup in front of him. There we see, I believe that was the 20. Getting low. Dakota Dennis taps the outside wall. Huge checkup in front of Travis. He just had nowhere to go. Very unfortunate for him there, but that is going to bring out our first caution of the night, and pit stops have started here. Looking at Adam Boughton, looks like the entire field is going to pit here. Adam Boughton going to win the race off pit road. Lee Hamby coming off second, which means he's going to have to start from the outside here. Jackson Sibley coming off third. Dre Crable in fourth. Craig Peterson in fifth. Dave Stinson in sixth. Joseph Miller seventh. Ray Polking eighth. Marcus De La Garza ninth. Ryan Mack rounding out your top 10. And we will step aside for a quick commercial break.
From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn one. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle. We're the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle. Quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here.
All right, and we are back, folks. And one more update for you guys before we go back. Green flag racing. Tristan Haynes is going to be out until further notice due to a hand injury. We are sorry that he is out, but we will be awaiting his return here at the Rebel Racing Network. And the pace truck is off. We're getting ready to go back racing, and we're going to keep an eye on that 47 of Lee Hamby. Lee Hamby not going to get the start he wants. He's going to dive down low, though, and try and link back up with Adam Boughton. It looks like Hamby just wants to ride behind Adam Boughton for the time being. So they get single file there on the low line here early on. Now, I don't think these guys are going to be able to make it to the end with the fuel that is in these cars right now. Dave Stinson, though, stuck up on the top line all by himself. We also see Hunter Geyer here stuck on the top line as well, looking to charge the front, but Hugh Escobar getting underneath him. When it looks like Adam Boughton may have gotten high there. We saw Lee Hamby getting a nose under Adam Boughton. Looks like Lee Hamby, though, took his foot out of the gas to keep Boughton in front of him there. Checking in with Hugh Escobar. He's going to crack the top 10 for the first time tonight. But James Whitehead looking underneath him. Looks like Hugh Escobar may not want to be stuck up close there to the pack. Just in case we do get more mayhem. We've only had one single car incident tonight. And looking back at the front, that top line has developed again, this time being led by the 4 of Jackson Sibley. Dave Stinson behind him, and Hunter Geyer joining the party as well. And I know we've got some Jason Rochelle fans in the chat here. We're going to check in with him real quick. He is still hanging out around the back of the pack. I think that might be a little bit of strategy out of that 97 car, trying to avoid any more mayhem. So we move back to the front. Jackson Sibley losing his drafted partner there, Dave Stinson. Sibley stuck up there all by himself. That top line going to lose some ground here. It looks like Thomas Adams has also had an issue on that green flag. It looks like he went off track. We're going to go back, see what happened with him here. Adams getting loose coming off of turn 4. He's going to take a ride through the infield. Another live look from our instant replay from our drone view camera. And we've got some 3 wide racing there in the middle of the pack. Hunter Geyer stuck in the middle. Once again, I think that's the second time Hunter Geyer has been getting a nose in there 3 wide. He will smartly back out again. But Dakota Dennis coming back into the top 10 here. As we are approaching our halfway point. Adam Boughton has firmly been in control of this one. Checking in with him here. 43 of 43 laps led. He is putting on a dominant show here tonight. But I think Lee Hamby is just waiting for the perfect opportunity to attempt a pass. And we're 3 wide again, back in the pack. Dave Stinson stuck on that high side. They get it sorted out, but it looks like Ryan Mack may have made contact with the wall there. Now 45 laps in the books here tonight. And Dave Stinson, checking in with him, it looked like he was the one that got out of line there. He's going to drop all the way back to 14th. He was in the top 10. Now he's just trying to hold on to the draft. Oh, and there we see Jackson Sibley. Looks like he got a little bit loose there. Those tires starting to fall off as this run goes on. He moves up to the outside. His teammate Hunter Geyer are going to get by him. Dakota Dennis looking for a spot to go as well. And now that we have reached and passed our halfway point, I think I've kept you guys waiting long enough for our special announcement from the Rebel Racing Network. We have just come to agreement with a new league. The American Esports Racing Association will be joining the Rebel Racing Network family here in April, and we are excited to have them on board. So guys, make sure you are tuned into our Facebook for all announcements with the American Esports Racing Association, or ARA. We will have more announcements to come in the following weeks. But back to the action here on track. Jackson Sibley has gotten that car under control, and he is linked up with his teammate Hunter Geyer there. They also have that 12 of Ryan Mack, their teammate there on the top line. If these guys get linked up before this one is over, this could be trouble for the leaders. Well, we were just talking about Ryan Mack having some issues here earlier on. Maybe some contact with the outside while we weren't sure, but it looks like he is struggling there in the corners. You can see that car getting a little bit sideways. Maybe a steering issue for that 12 of Ryan Mack. Gonna make it hard for him to be able to keep pace here. Back up front, Adam Boughton still in control of this one. Hunter Geyer and Jackson Sibley still all by themselves on that top line. It looks like Hunter Geyer now getting out of shape. Hunter Geyer did get loose there. Jackson Sibley not going to go by him. And our top three have started to break away. Hunter Geyer staying firm on that top line. Now he's going to go down to the bottom and try and catch the draft off of that 87 of Jay Crable. And here comes the 99 of Marcus De La Garza on the top line, looking to charge to the front. And he's got last week's winner, Dakota Dennis, in tow. But Marcus De La Garza going to go down to the bottom there. And that was a little surprising to me. I kind of expected De La Garza to stay up front with his buddy Dakota Dennis. They are close friends and the co-owners of this league. However, they are on different teams this season. But I did expect to see a little bit of collaboration out of them. Dakota Dennis kind of got left out to dry there. He's going to drop all the way back to 10th here. And he will hop in line on that bottom line. So here at lap 58, looks like we are mostly single file. As Adam Boughton continues to lead them around the track. We do have the 16 of Joseph Miller still running up top here. U. Escobar as well. There's Paul Escobar there. Wouldn't be surprised to see them working together to try and make their way to the front. Some of these back runners, we're coming down to 30 laps to go. It is time to get up on that wheel and try and make some moves here. Dakota Dennis jumping back to that outside line as well. Hunter Geyer thought about going up there. He's going to settle back in on the bottom as Dakota Dennis trying to make up some ground here. He's moved back up to 7th. I think we're going to see Dakota Dennis getting real close to that 48 of James Whitehead, trying to catch a little bit of a side draft, as well as that 53 of Craig Peterson. Thomas Adams is going to fall a lap down there on the high line. I think we really need to keep an eye on these Warhorse guys, Hunter Geyer and Jackson Sibley there, the 8 and the 4 car. I think they are thinking about making a run here. Marcus De La Garza moving up to that high side, though. He's looking to link up with Hunter Geyer. I think if they can clear Jackson Sibley's probably going to hop up there as well. And Jackson Sibley looking to go up there and join De La Garza and Geyer. De La Garza in the outside wall. Craig Peterson's going to hop up to the outside as well, but he's caught behind that 99 of Marcus De La Garza. Definitely cost him some speed getting into that outside wall. That will leave just Hunter Geyer and Jackson Sibley up on the top line. Geyer moving back down low as it appears they are approaching another lap down car. That is Nolan Perry there, getting ready to fall a lap down. And we will go back single file for the time being. Only 24 laps left in this one. Once again, looking back, everyone pitted back on lap 29. By my calculations, that will put them short on fuel. It appears I was right, because here comes Hunter Geyer and Jackson Sibley. They're going to pull it down to pit road. They're trying to stay linked up and move as quickly as they can through that entrance. They almost jumped back above that line there as they enter pit road. Jackson Sibley losing it. He does save it. Craig Peterson has joined them as well. As they come down pit road for a gas and go. They are going to have to take a little bit longer. They do have to get more fuel in these cars than the guys that are staying out. And the leader's going to stay out. Here comes Marcus De La Garza going to... Looks like he may not have gotten his tires down below the commitment cone. Or the commitment line there. He's going to avoid pit road and stay out. His teammate, though, Dave Stinson, coming down pit road. Now the question is, when are the leaders going to pit? They have already gone by the pit entrance yet again. Now down to 22 laps to go. Dave Stinson coming back off pit road. He has fallen a lap down, as well as Hunter Geyer and Jackson Sibley. But it looks like these guys may be able to link up, get the draft going for themselves. And that is the 88 of Colton Kinney there pulling up to. Colton Kinney, still a lead lap car. U. Escobar now on pit road, as well as Marcus De La Garza. Nolan Perry pulls it down pit road as well. But the leaders still staying out, trying to spend as little time on pit road as possible. Now down to only 19 laps left. And they are coming up on Marcus De La Garza. Looks like he's going to fall 2 laps down here. That mistake trying to get on pit road the first time, gonna cost him. Adam Boughton, Lee Hamby, Jay Craybill, James Whitehead. All staying out. Now down to 17 to go. Another driver staying out is that 19 of Dakota Dennis. He currently sits in 5th. Ray Polking in 6th. Ray Polking still hunting for his first win here in the Third Coast O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. He strung together a streak of 2nd and 3rd place finishes, but always a bridesmaid, never a bride. He is still hunting for that first win. I don't think we can count him out of this one quite yet. So now these leaders are going to have to navigate lap traffic. We got 3 wide. Paul Escobar taps the outside wall there. That's going to slow that 91 car down tremendously. It's Marcus De La Garza hunting for a lap back on that high side. If we were to get a late caution, he could be right back in this one. Now down to only 12 to go in this one. The leader still staying out. The real question here is, when is Adam Boughton and company coming down pit road? All right, and here comes Joseph Miller and Mike Hill down pit road. Jay Crable, Dakota Dennis, Ray Polking, Jason Rochelle all make their way down pit road as well. So that leaves just Adam Boughton, Lee Hamby, and James Whitehead. And it looks like they're going to pull their cars down pit road with just 10 laps to go. So Adam Boughton going to come down pit road. Hunter Geyer has gotten his lap back. The question is, can Geyer and company get around the track quick enough before Adam Boughton gets off pit road? Boughton just entering his pit stall. Geyer entering turns 3 and 4. Lee Hamby is off. James Whitehead as well. Adam Boughton appears he was slow getting into his pit stall. Jay Craybill going to go to the lead here. Dakota Dennis currently running third, but he's got the Warhorse crew behind him. Dennis off the pace. Geyer going to third now. Dave Stinson linking up with Dakota Dennis. Geyer going to shut the door on Dennis. Geyer now moves to third. Jay Craybill firmly in control of this one. A 2.5 lead over Lee Hamby. And he has found some friends in some lap cars here tonight. Craybill is going to work with Ryan Mack to try and stay out in front of this one. Lee Hamby catching a draft off Thomas Adams. It looks like maybe able to get up to Craybill before this one is over. Hunter Geyer, though, 4 seconds back. Looks like Geyer is going to have to settle for third here tonight unless we were to get a late race caution. Adam Boughton trying to salvage a top 5 finish out of this one after what looked like a costly mistake on pit road for that 94 crew. Now down to only 5 to go. Here comes Lee Hamby lurking on that inside line. He has caught the leader. Ryan Mack moving up the track, making room for Lee Hamby as he tries to catch back up to that 87. And right now, Craybill has got to be thinking, where did Ryan Mack go? He needed that help. Lee Hamby latches onto that back bumper of Jay Craybill. And it'll be 3 to go at the line. And right now where we stand, it looks like it is Lee Hamby's race to lose. Caution. Caution is out. Hugh Escobar involved, it looks like. And we see the smoke there in turns 1 and 2. And that just changed everything, folks. This pace truck makes its way on track. We're going to go ahead and take a look and figure out what exactly happened to Hugh Escobar. And it looks like Hugh Escobar just kind of lost track of where he was going through that tri-oval. He's going to make contact with Craig Peterson. Looks like Marcus De La Garza may have gotten a little bit of contact as well. I tell you what, that looked like a block from Hugh Escobar, and Craig Peterson may not have been a fan of that. He also looks like he made slight contact with Joseph Miller. Might have been some net code there. I tell you what, there's probably no one more frustrated with Hugh Escobar in that incident than this man right here, Lee Hamby, in that 47 car. He had just caught up to Jay Craybill and was setting him up for a last lap pass. It looked like Lee Hamby would have had a great opportunity to back off Craybill's bumper. Let Craybill lose that draft and Lee Hamby drive by on the outside. And Dawson Price entering the chat. Glad to have you here, Dawson. And we are going to step aside for one more quick commercial break before the exciting conclusion of this one.
It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show. Whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd, Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly loud, race proud. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before.
All right, and we are back, folks. We're going to take one more look at that caution from the hood camera of Mike Hill. Mike Hill with an excellent job to get through. And a big shout out to Stephanie Hill in the chat. Thank you for letting us know to check out that camera view. But we are getting ready to go green flag, folks. The pace truck is off. A green-white checkered finish here in overtime. Jay Craybill will lead them to the line. He's got the advantage now. Green flag is out. Lee Hamby wants to be on that low side. He was slow. Hops down in front of Hunter Geyer. You saw Adam Boughton tucked right up underneath that bumper of Lee Hamby, trying to push him out to the front. And Dawson Price, shout out to Mike Hill for bobbing and weaving through that incident. So now Boughton's going to link up with Hunter Geyer. Lee Hamby not giving Geyer any room. Boughton going to go low now. White flag is out. One more lap to decide the winner here. Jackson Sibley pulling it down to apron. And Lee Hamby, you see him a little bit off that bumper of Jay Craybill, but he's getting pushed by that 94 of Adam Boughton. Adam Boughton gets Lee Hamby out of shape. Adam Boughton goes around. Hamby saves it. James Whitehead going to move to third now as the checkered flag is waving, and it's Jay Craybill coming to the end here. Lee Hamby going to come home in second. James Whitehead in third. We're going to go take one more look and see what happened here with Adam Boughton. Looks like Adam Boughton was trying to link up with Lee Hamby, got him out of shape. And he's going to collect Hunter Geyer there. And we will ride along with Boughton here. And that looked like Adam Boughton bobbed when he should have weaved there. As drivers pull onto the front stretch for their pictures here. And we will get set up for our interviews here, folks. It looks like we are just waiting on James Whitehead to make his way to the Discord so we can get our interview from him. He tries to get it figured out. We will move on to Lee Hamby. And he came home second. Lee, it's Austin up at the booth. You got me?
I got you, man.
All right, man. Congratulations on a second place finish. We've been watching you all night riding back there in second. And it looked like you were getting ready to set up a move there to take over the lead before that caution came out. What was going through your mind when that second caution came out?
Man, I did not want that caution to come out because I didn't take tires on that pit stop. I took splash and go, and I was getting pretty loose.
Well, and it looked like everyone else was pretty much splash and go as well, but we were watching you. Weren't sure if you were going to be able to catch up to your teammate Jay Craybill there, but you caught him, and it seemed like what was going through your mind? Were you going to work together with him to finish 1-2, or were you thinking about letting off the field, getting off his back bumper and setting him up for a last lap pass?
My plan was to stay with him till the end because I wanted me and him one to get it, but my plan was at the last moment to try to pull out and go around him.
All right. Yeah, that's exactly what we thought. When that white flag waves, you have no more friends out there, right?
Right, but I got hit from behind and got loose, and that was all it wrote.
Yeah, well, and you were able to save it. Great job saving it, by the way. We were just looking at that incident with you and Adam Boughton. Have to talk about that next. What do you think happened there?
I'm not sure. I was all focused on the front of me because I was planning on setting up a move there, and then I got hit from behind, and it was just a handful at that point.
All right. Well, definitely exciting finish, and you were still able to salvage that second place out of it. We're going to let you get on out of here. Before we do, though, anyone you want to thank?
Friends and family, anybody that is watching the channel, and y'all for putting on the broadcast and the league, and that should do it.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, buddy, and we will see you back here next week for Coda.
Yeah, maybe we can keep it rolling.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, buddy.
See
See you. And once again, that was Lee Hamby coming home second. James Whitehead, though, has made his way to the Discord, so we're going to go ahead and get an interview with James here. James, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
Yep, got you.
All right, man. Congratulations on a podium finish here. You started third, you finished third. How does it feel? And take us through that last lap.
Oh man, the whole race was crazy. But yeah, no, I started that last lap. I went in and took 2 tires and fuel right before the caution, and then the caution fell, and I drove from 9th to 3rd. Thank goodness for the tires. But yeah, just avoided the wrecks and was able to make a good run at the bottom.
Yeah, it definitely did look like a good run. Looks like you were sitting about 5th when that white flag came out, and you had a front row seat to what happened with Adam Boughton there. What happened from your point of view?
Well, from my point of view, they just kind of, one of them got a little loose. They bumped, did some pinball junk, and the guy, I don't know, the one guy, he got loose. I think he hit the curve coming into turn 3. Might have got on the apron, got a little loose, and then it just caused I really don't, I'm not going to lie, my adrenaline was going at the time. It's very, I'm not very familiar with what happened exactly, but it happened fast. But it looked like someone hit the apron, kind of washed up a little bit, and then they did some ping ponging. And I actually almost didn't get 3rd because that wreck, they hit my front right and gave me toe damage, and it slowed me down about 10 miles an hour coming out of turn 4 all the way to the straight. But it's just hard racing on old tires.
Well, and it definitely paid off for you. So a podium finish here tonight. Looking to carry that momentum into Coda next week?
We'll see. I'm not a road course racer, so I'm going to have to put in some work. I'm actually going to have to go into and put in some work and some practice this week until the next race. So this will be my first legit road course that I've done in a long, long time. Probably 3 years since I've done a road course. So
all right.
Interesting to see how it goes.
It will definitely be interesting. We're going to let you get on out of here. Before we do, though, anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out to the league, man. You guys are great. It's been fun. Shout out to my boy Ryan that got me hooked up in here. He had a good finish. He was running up front. I don't know where he finished, but yeah, just a shout out to the league, man. You guys are awesome. And to the stream. I'm live on Twitch, so I don't know if that's illegal to stay on here or not.
No, it is not. And I tell you what, we are trying to work here, trying to figure out how to get some of these Twitch streams on the broadcast as well.
Okay.
So I will be keeping that in mind, and we're going to try and work something out here before the end of the season.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I stream every race just in case there's ever anything, which I know iRacing has replays and all, but I just stream it just because I stream every day anyways. But yeah, definitely good race. I like the way it's ran. It's a good league, solid league, one of the best ones I've been in, so happy to be a part of it. All
right, well, we appreciate it, buddy. We're going to let you get on out of here, and we will see you back here next week. Have a good night.
Have a good one, bro.
Thank you. Later. And once again, that was James Whitehead coming home 3rd tonight. But we are going to move on to tonight's big winner, Jay Craybill. Jay, it's Austin up at the booth. You got me?
Austin, how's it going?
Probably not as good as you, man. How does it feel?
I still can't believe it. I thought that last caution was going to screw me there, and it somehow worked out in the end still.
All right. Well, we were talking about what was going through your mind when that last caution came out, and you thought it was going to screw you. Honestly, I thought you would be pretty happy to get that last caution flag. I know Lee Hamby's your teammate, but we were watching you guys getting ready to battle, and we were expecting Lee Hamby to back off that rear bumper of yours and try and make a move. Were you worried about that before that caution came out?
Yeah, so most three of us, anyways, we all came to pit road at the same time, and we thought we had it in the bag. And I came out in the lead somehow, but the lap cars weren't really staying in a straight line, and then Lee caught back up to me. And I don't know, it would have been still us 1 and 2 fighting for the win, but then that caution came out. I only had 3.8 laps of fuel. If there was another green white checker, I would have really been done. But yeah, and then going into that final restart, there were a bunch of people had tires and I didn't, so I got lucky on this one, honestly.
All right, and I think there was a lot of luck going around here. Big shakeup there at the end with that incident with Adam Boughton, as well as Hunter Geyer. Did you catch any of that in your rear view, or were you just eyes forward coming to that checkered flag?
Yeah, I was definitely looking at my rear view, trying to block Lee a little bit, even though it was my teammate. And then once I saw it all unfold and Lee was underneath the apron, it was done at that point. I was just screaming on Discord.
All right, well, it paid off, and Lee Hamby was able to save it, so you guys get the 1-2 finish, and a great way for Lucky Dog Motorsports to start the season with a win at Daytona, and now a win and a second place finish here.
Yeah, we just got a solid lineup, and we communicate a lot on the Discord channel we got there, and we're always picking each other's brains and trying to figure out what the strategy is going to be. When should we pit? Should we all pit together? Tires, fuel, everything. And it just seems to be flowing right now for us. But we got a big week coming up next week with the road course, and it's going to shake everything up.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Definitely looks like it will be shaking everything up. And yeah, we're looking at your picture here, and it definitely looks like you're a dirt racer. So are you looking forward to the road course, or are you kind of dreading it next week?
Yeah, so I have another team, More Total Racing. We do all the big major events in GT3 and GTP. So I have a lot of road experience, but I've never raced COTA. I don't like that track. I don't like watching it, even on TV. So I just bought that about 20 minutes before this race started. Time to get to work and see if we can make something happen next week.
All right, well, we will be keeping an eye on you guys as you guys head to COTA. We're going to let you get on out of here and start that celebration. Before we do, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, of course, my wife and daughter for missing me during the race while I'm doing this. Everybody at Lucky Dog for the strategy. Auto Crafters, Advantage Chassis, Brad Bill, everybody on my real life race team that helps me out. And then, of course, you guys in the booth and all the admins for putting on a great show.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, buddy. We'll let you get on out of here, and we will see you next week at COTA.
Yes, sir. We'll be there.
All right. Congratulations again. Have a good night.
Yep.
And once again, that was your race winner, Jay Crable. We're going to go ahead and run through our official results this evening. And once again, Jay Crable took home the win. Lee Hamby finishes second. James Whitehead in third. Joseph Miller will come home fourth. Ray Polking finishes fifth. Dakota Dennis in sixth. Dave Stinson in seventh. Ryan Mack will finish eighth. Marcus De La Garza comes home ninth. Mike Hill finishes 10th. Hunter Geyer in 11th. Jackson Sibley finishes 12th. Adam Boughton will finish 13th. Craig Peterson in 14th. Colton Kinney comes home 15th. Jason Rochelle in 16th. Thomas Adams finishes 17th. Nolan Perry finishes 18th. 19th was Hugh Escobar. Paul Escobar comes home in 20th. And rounding out your field in 21st, Travis Neiman, after a early race incident for him. Once again, I would just like to thank everyone for tuning into the Rebel Racing Network and the Third Coast Host Esports O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, for their race from Coda. If you've not already, please hit that like, follow, subscribe button wherever you are at, whether it is Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you do not miss any of the announcements on our Facebook page. Please go head over there and like and follow our Facebook page. Until next week, this is Austin, a householder, signing off. Have a good evening, everyone.